The WA Libs have scrambled together a new leadership team after the deputy leader of the party was forced to resign. The party is in the middle of a series of messy pre-selection battles ahead of elections at both a state and federal level next year.
A new Deputy Liberal leader, Steve Martin, taking the reins.
It's a great opportunity. It's not something that I anticipated happening, but I'm looking forward to the challenge.
The challenge arose after his predecessor, Steve Thomas, fell on his sword, learning the hard way that any association with former Premier Brian Burke is still toxic for political careers.
I should have been more cynical and more aware in relation to what Brian Burke is.
The former deputy and shadow treasurer had several phone calls with the disgraced Labor figure in a bid to set up meetings about an electorate matter. His leader, Libby Mettam, had no choice but to ask for his resignation.
What is clear is the standard that I expect, and I have illustrated that with swift action in response to matters relating to Steve Thomas.
After spending recent weeks in Parliament trying to pressure the Cook government over its alleged links to Brian Burke and his business partner, it was a spectacular miscalculation by the Liberals, not to mention a bad look for a party that's trying to rebuild after being reduced to having just 2 MPs in the lower house. The thinning of the party's leadership ranks makes picking good candidates for next year's March state election all the more crucial. Barrister Hayley Corman, the wife of former Finance Minister Matthias, is putting her hand up to run for South Perth. But factional gaming means her success in the pre-selection battle is far from assured. Seen as a star candidate and possibly a future leader, some in the party fear the Liberals would be setting themselves up for another own goal if Corman is knocked out. Perth Lord Mayor and Channel 7 identity Basil Zemplis also wants to run for the Liberals in the seat of Churchlands, an electorate the party hopes to return to the Liberal fold. With such a high profile, speculation is rife Zemplis could also take over the party's leadership, perhaps even before the state election. Plenty of food for thought for Liberal members preparing to pre-select their local candidates in the coming weeks. Ashley Gillen, Sky News, Perth.